Hi, I'm Ben from Sundowner RV. Today we're going to have a quick look at our special build Hotham 21 foot and special because it's been built off-road and it's been built for me with my inclusions, the things that I want based on my previous experience travelling in the middle of Australia on unsealed roads. So let's have a quick look up the front to start with and have a look what I've done. So up the front here, what I've done is I've extended the drawbar. It's a small extra cost. Gives me the option now to use this space for either hoses, extra jerry cans, or at some stage I might put a box in the front there. So that's got all the options. It's a positive from a towing point of view, from a stability point of view. It means that the axles are slightly further back from the car, which makes the whole trailer caravan more stable. All right. So extending the drawbar, I'll put a stone guard on. The main purpose of the stone guard is to stop stones getting thrown up by the car, bouncing off the front of the caravan and into the back window of the car. So instead they'll hit the stone guard and come back down that way. It does also protect the front of the caravan, but the main purpose is protecting the back of the car. Now that's really effective. I've used those before and they've been great. I'll put a sidewinder jockey wheel on, so it winds that way rather than that way because I'm running out of space for my hand. So that's more comfortable. On the front here we've done the DO35 hitch. So that's the fully articulated hitch, turns in all directions. And it's also nice and tight the way it locks onto the pin. So that's our standard hitch that we use when we do independent suspension on our hilltop caravans. The chassis is the standard 6-inch chassis from F&P Chassis. And then we'll have a look later on, but I've got Dexter sway control. That's the light just in there. I'm not sure if you can see it. That tells you when the Dexter's working or not, just in there. So we'll have a look at that when we go underneath the caravan. So coming around this side, so this side is fairly standard. You can see I've got 16-inch wheels rather than the standard 15-inch wheels. And the battery box up the back here, rather than having two 120 amp hour AGM batteries, I've used two 150 amp hour lithium batteries. I've put a compressor fridge in this caravan, which I like. I like the fact that it's just working off the solar, not working off the gas. And they're meant to be better performing in really hot, humid climate. I've never had a problem with the three-way fridge, and it is the main one that we do, but I've gone with a compressor fridge in this caravan. So that's why I've done the two lithium batteries. Gives me a lot of battery capacity, and to match with that I've got three 160 watt solar panels on the roof. All right, so that's the main thing. The other thing I've got on this one is a grey water tank, of course, which is essential these days for free camping. Let's go around the other side now and have a look around here. We're in our indoor showroom in Dingley, Melbourne. So as you can see, KISS posters in the background and all sorts of things. One thing that I've done on this one, which is what I actually had on my last caravan that I went away with, is the Swift 2-burner barbecue. I've done exactly the same one because it was just awesome. I used it pretty much every single day on our 4-week trip, and I just said as soon as I'm building a new van, I'm definitely putting one of these in. Everything was right about it. So it turns around, you can face it whichever direction you like. It's still got the packaging on it. Lid opens like that, and the barbecue tray comes out there. So you've got the option to put pots on the burners there. So if you want to cook pasta or rice or something like that, ideal. And then for barbecuing, you've got the tray here. And then to wash that, you just take it inside in the sink, wash it up, perfect. And you're losing your whole boot, which is what I love about this. You can cook with the lid down. You've got the temperature gauge on the top. And to put it away, swing it around like that and slides in. Now when it goes in, you've still even got room for long things to go right through the whole tunnel boot. So I'll turn on the light in there, and you can see that I'm not losing that much boot space. So to me it's ideal. To plug it into the gas, that's standard on all our caravans, the gas bayonet there. So it's just really plug it in and go. When you want to pack it up, unplug, and it goes back in. So for me, that's an absolute winner. So I've gone with exactly the same as last time. Coming around this way, let's have a quick look around the back, and then we'll come back and look at the wheels and suspension. So on the back, I've done standard 1 jerry can. It's probably a little dark around here, but you might be able to see. And I've done a 3-arm bumper bar, so that if I want to add a second jerry can holder or something else on the back, I've got the extra strength in the bumper. I've also done the external shower. So that's great if you're down the beach, you want to wash off without dragging sand through the caravan and all of that. Probably for Melbourne climate, it's not such a big thing, but once we get up north, I think that's going to be a real winner. So external shower, the rear view camera, that's standard on all our caravans, as is the external speakers and the picnic table. Now, if you come back around here, so these are our 16-inch wheels, and then I've done 6-inch chassis and a 2-inch razor. So the caravan's lifted up quite high. And then to go with that, I've gone with the Cruisemaster XT suspension. So XT suspension has got 2 shock absorbers and a coil spring for each wheel. And it's the heavy duty off-road suspension from Cruisemaster. So I haven't used this one yet. Everything I hear about is that it's really good. But you'll have to wait for the next instalment for me to give you some feedback on how it performs on those unsealed roads. While we're here, let's go under the van and have a quick look around, and I'll show you the Cruisemaster suspension and what I've done underneath. So, get my little slidey thing. Okay, so heading underneath the van now, you can see that I've put checker plate covers on all my tanks. I've gone with the Cruisemaster XT suspension, so as you can see there, we've got 2 shock absorbers and coil spring for each wheel. Works really well and looks great as well. What else have we got underneath here? We've got the grey water tank, which is over here. And that's our battery box. We've got 2 batteries just there. And then heading back towards the front of the van, we've got the second water tank and then the Dexter sway control. So the Dexter sway control is just here. And for me, that's a must-have essential item, whatever caravan I'm towing. Alright, the only other thing of note, I've gone with a double step rather than the standard single step. Okay, let's head into the van and have a look inside. Before we go inside, the one thing that I must point out is that what I've done compared to our normal Hotham is I've put the door in front of the axles, and which normally it's here on our Hotham. So I've got the door in front, and I've got basically the same furniture inside, but a few differences that I really like. So let's go and have a look. So as per our normal Hotham, we've got the queen bed up the front. I've made the hatch here over the bed the extra large hatch, so more light, more view of the stars, the sun coming in. You've still got the blind, of course, fly wide blind if you don't want it. I've done the Sirocco fans, so they're optional. So they're great when you're off-road and you haven't got power connected to the van. They run off the 12 volt. Bed is standard. I've gone with the new USB outlets here rather than the older ones. So they're on some of our new vans. Club lounge I've done the same as normal. So this has got the Nuova Mappa table leg, which is this leg that allows the table to slide and to spin. So if I'm in here having a coffee or a beer, that's how the table will be for me. And I can jump in like that. Now, one thing that I do love about the furniture in here, if you come around over there, I'll show you, I've gone with the angled bench. Now this only works with the door at the front rather than at the back. So having the angled bench means we're coming out like that and the sink goes in there, and it just gives me all this extra bench space. It makes a really big difference. So for me, that's a winner. And then I've got these huge drawers, which again works because I've got the sink on the angle in the corner there, microwave above. And then what I've done over here, this is the compressor fridge. So this is the Dometic, I think it's 216 litre, something like that. So it's the extra big one, compressor fridge, separate door for the freezer. And then, wait for it, what I've done here, this is my pantry with Nick Pole drawers. So I've done slide out drawers, soft closing. So I've got full use of all the space in here, and exactly the same on the bottom. I've got the Nick Pole drawers. So how's that for storage? I know you love it. I do. Anyway, for me that's an absolute winner. Heaps of storage space, no wasted space in the cupboard. The ensuite's basically the same as normal. I don't think there's any changes in here. There's one thing that I didn't point out, and that's the DRS, the dust reduction system. So that's something that I'm yet to use, but I hear it's awesome. So if you let me squeeze through here, I shall show you So this is the new dust reduction system from Dometic, and what it is, it's a snorkel up on the roof, so that when you're driving forwards you've got air being forced in, and then it's got a filter. So if you come around here, have a look inside. So the air that's coming in, so you've got positive pressure of air in the caravan, and the air that's coming in is filtered, so it keeps all the dust out. Now by all reports, the caravan gets no dust in it with one of these. I'm excited to try it after my last experience with dust coming in. So that's the filter, easy to take out, easy to change or clean. And then to put it back in, just pop it straight back in, clips in, and the lid closes like that. So I'm excited to use that. Other than that, I think most of the features are fairly standard. We've got the Ibis 4 air conditioner, 24-inch TV, they're all standard features in our caravans. So there it is, my awesome caravan. The only thing left now to do is to get away. I can't wait to get out into the outback again. I loved getting up to Birdsville and on all those unsealed roads, the sunsets, the sunrises, the quiet, just being out there, it was just awesome. So stay tuned for further instalments to report on how it all performs out there.